recording has stopped. Okay, Donna, why has the recording stopped? I didn't understand. Donna, can you give me a sign? I just heard the recording has stopped. Okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, I just heard it stop. So I got a bit bored for it. So it's fine. Yeah. So you can always come back to this and do this again and again in order to feel more in alignment with the moon and more in alignment with the cycles and your cycle. And what I find is that when you start, and I think I shared about this before, when you start working with the moon, when you notice the parallel cycles, when you are of menstruating zone, you, like I said, and you can work with the moon times and your own lunar times. And when you start working with the moon consciously, and then you find your cycles is syncing, and then you also, okay, wonderful. Yeah, sure. And you can always listen to it later, so no worries. And everything will be posted. So you will find that you are syncing in with the moon, closer. And whether, even if, like I said, upside down situations happen a lot. So, you're ovulating in maybe in the new moon instead of the full moon, or you're bleeding with the full moon instead of the new moon and things like that. So that's when like something is like you're, like I said before, whether you're receiving more or giving out more, whether there's an energy drain out more, or you can, upgrade more. So those are your signs to look after yourself better and in alignment. So we all have within us the absolute alignment focus, like the 100% alignment focus with the new moon and the full moon. When the moon cycles, as we are geared to work like the moon in our biological system, and then also go into that mastery zone. So taking a few deep breaths, deep into your heart and then deeper into your core. A few deep breaths, consciously filling up your heart and then going deep into your core. And then allowing it to open up, the breath opening up into your womb, into the womb chakra. And if you can feel the womb chakra, that's like literally where your ovaries are and a bit above. So you can, if you have birth or if you have a knowing of the womb chakra, you know where it is. And I know all of you have. A few deep breaths and deep into your heart and then into your womb chakra. And then allowing the breath to flow outwards through your pelvis, like opening up through your pelvis and allowing this to flow. And almost go all the way down, grounding into Mother Earth. The breath that comes in from the skies and the air, coming deep into your womb and into your pelvis and going all the way down into Mother Earth. Wonderful. And if you have your eyes closed, you can go into your third eye envisioning, or just simple visualizing. The moon through your third eye, or through your deeper visioning, whatever you want to call it. You're viewing the moon, and it's up to you whether you want to see it full. We all love to see the full moon, the moon in its fullness. So if you want to see it full out there, connecting with the energies. If it helps you feel connecting with the full moon, that's fine. If you want to see it half or in any other form or any of its stages, it's fine. If the stages are shifting, that's also great. Just connecting the energy of the moon straight into your embodiment, straight into your core. You're receiving this flow of energy and light coming from the moon straight into your heart first, and filling up your heart. You take a few deep breaths, just receiving all of these open joy and expansion of the full moon light, or the moon's light, however it's coming to you, and allowing it to reach into your forehead and into your third eye, and breathing deeply as if you have eyes through your third eye, and you're receiving all of that in your openness. And then allowing the moon energies to fill up your cranium, filling up your brain space, the higher mind. And allowing these energies from the higher mind kind of flowing down through your spine, allowing it to run up and down your spine, and knowing the energies of the moon activating your consciousness and aligning your body to its own cycle, and allowing you to flow and expand in your own cycle. Embodying and readjusting all of everything that needs to be balanced in your being, that needs to be balanced in the perfect honor and grace of your divine feminine self, no matter where you are and what you want to do. And how you want to express your beingness in the human frequency. And now allow the full moon light or the moonlight to flow straight into your heart and then going into your womb chakra. Going into your womb chakra. Now as you go into your womb chakra, if you can envision your ovarian system in any form that you might be able to envision it or maybe feel it. Now I want you to focus that just as the ovulation, the fertility, the opening of the egg, the ovulation, and the breaking, however it forms, it goes through the cycle. And can you relate with the cyclic order that the moon follows? It's the same thing. It goes through the same thing. It goes through a cycle every 28 days. Maybe a bit here and there because it has its liberty to kind of be at a stage for a couple more days than usual or one more day than usual. But it goes through the same cycle. And if you are somebody who has crossed the entire cycle stage, you know you are still in the embodiment of that energy. Just feel that energy of creation going into your womb without the physical breakdown of it, which like the physical creation of that entire divine feminine cycle goes right into your embodiment. I want you to see that inside of your womb, everything that happens through the stages is also sinking in with the stages of the moon. It's almost day to day, every day. And you're relaxing into this knowingness and this reflection of this cosmic, divine feminine portal that's here to support you and supporting your life on earth as the feminine expression of humanness. And however you want to see it, whether you are seeing the full breakdown of the process and flowing into the new, or you are just aligning with the activation of the energy that flows through you. Into the cycle, the energetic embodiment of the cycle where you start and you go through the 2 weeks of opening into a formation, new birth, and then going into the peak of your creativity and ovulation, and reaching the acme of your energies, and then moving into cycle of resting, receiving, moving deeper into the next stage of ending of the cycle before you move into the next. And how it totally shifts and goes through the stages as a direct reflection of the moon, supporting you in energy, supporting you in all of your divine feminine expressions, supporting in all of the newness you are here to move into, and everything that you are creating, everything that's flowing in that fluid cycle. Now I want you to move into that phase, and it's up to you whether you want to see it as the breakdown phase or the bleeding phase or the one afterward, or you want to see it as the blank 0 point if you have gone into the stage beyond the menstrual cycle. I want you to see as the blank 0 point, which is the new moon, but the moon is completely out of sight from the sun. It's completely in the hideout zone into the inner caving to be reborn. So to spring into new action, spring into new birthing, spring into all the new long-term focus of your beingness and expansion. And so kind of going deep into the 0 point or into that blank empty space or right after the bleeding zone, or maybe starting a bit from the later bleeding zone where you are going into the 0 point of new birthing. And as you go into the depth within you, you are able to experience this, watching that reflection of the new moon. So in the new moon, obviously, you can't see it lit up, but you still know there is a formation. It's more of a knowingness than seeingness, the dark moon, or if you want to visualize the dark moon separately, however it wants to come to you, let it come to you. And go deeper into the energy of the 0 point in your body, where this is the all fertile zone, the zone of going into that black space to create everything that you are here to create and move into the next. Everything that you have been given to kind of start afresh. And this is not about physical birthing, this is about the energetic birthing. This is about the birthing that you are going to have on Earth, launched into Earth, and through your own creation. So everything and anything that you want to create, starting on the manifestation zone, the 0 point of the new moon cycle, every month you can go back into this and go deepen and plant the seeds of everything that you are here to bring for that lunar cycle. And you ask yourself into the womb, into your own lunar cycle, and going deeper into the cycle, the new moon cycle of the moon. What is it that you want for yourself? So we are in the technically the second week to the new moon and moving forward into the fall. But even at any other point, you can go back to this, especially around new moon, and you can go deeper into that 0 point of your own womb creation. and allow yourself to open up. What is it that you want to create at this stage, and what you want to activate in your life, in your newness? And everything is fertile and open, and everything is just going to be planted in that deeper fabric of creation. And here is your own attunement into your own womb, and feeling into your own womb, feeling into your own deeper 0 point, into that matrix of all possibilities, into that universal blank canvas. And then allow the openness to flow through you. You can write about these later. You can come back to it and do your new moon practices, coming to these later. It's all perfect. And now I want to, as you feel fulfilled, like want you to move around the cycle of your ovulation system, or into the embodiment of your energy. And then kind of you're going 2 weeks ahead, almost 2 weeks ahead, and you're peaking up. The energies are peaked up. You're in motion, you're in flow, you're in absolute execution mode, and then into the peak of your creation. Reaching the stage where you're ovulating, you're having the peak of your energetic expression, peak of your creativity. And here, obviously, if you are out of the menstrual cycle, I invite you just to feel the peak of your energy, energetic embodiment. As you move into that space, so you have about 3 days, or 3 to 5 days roughly, where you're feeling at your peak. And you're connecting with the full moon out there. And you're also supposed to receive more at your peak. It's not like peak of going and spending all your energies out there, but taking care of yourself and nurturing those ideas and working deeper with those ideas and sitting with them, letting them be warmed up, allowing the expressions, if they're a creative flow or expressive flow, allowing them to go through that flow. And then moving yourself into that zone, into that depth of yourself where you are at the peak of this stage of your life in creating. And what do you want to create at this stage? In this current upcoming cycle, this current cycle and upcoming full moon, what do you see yourself creating? When you connect with the energy, the direct reflection of the full moon, and allow that support and that energetic influx come into you. The full moon energy literally lighting up your womb and allowing you to have all of these plans, all of these works and progressions moving into that fullness of the cycle. And you're receiving all of these energies. You're receiving the universal energies. You're receiving the joys and pleasures from peaking of your energy. So when you ovulate in the highest, and when you are on the peak days of ovulation, you're also in the peak of receiving orgasms, your peak of receiving pleasures, because your senses are much more open. And we are also in alignment with the fullness of our own opening, like fullness of our emotional expression. Our womb and our pelvis and our emotional bodies feel most opened, and also sometimes most hyperactive with the full moon energies, depending on where we are, where the full moon is with our charts and where we are in connection to them. But you're kind of going to align this according to what you want and not like, whatever is extra or whatever wants to go out, but what you want to experience in this coming full moon, and you can do this over and over again around every full moon, and allowing yourself to receive everything you want to receive, everything you want to receive and open up to in your peace. And let all these energies flow and flood your womb and your heart. And go deeply into your pelvis, allowing this light to expand the peaking of energies deeply, going deeper into opening your pelvis and fulfilling it. And you can let all of that energy flow into Mother Earth as forms of creation, or you can pull it back into your womb as a continuum of your creative process. So whatever you want to do with it, anytime you can shift it. And then gentle, deep releases as you are aligned with the connection of the peak of yourself, and you don't want this peak to be a strenuous continuum. You want it to come down slowly in the modes of your receiving, in how you want to go slowly down the cycle into a more restful mode, into more reception mode, allowing yourself to rest more as you need. And allowing the intensity to fall back from the previous new moon cycle. And now it's time for more reception in this full moon cycle. Flowing down and coming into this gentle ease of everything coming towards you, everything that you need coming towards you, everything that you are creating is going to be out there in absolute flow and divine perfection. Breathing out deeply into your heart, into your womb, and releasing through your pelvis, releasing deep into Mother Earth a few times. And bringing this sacred invocation of this alignment of the moon and your own process, your own divine feminine and creative process, being in this holy awe and veneration for this process, this immense, sacred, and immensely powerful embodiment of creation that you are. That is in sync with the cycle of the moon, in sync with the cosmic cycle that is flowing through its own rhythm. And whatever your rhythm is, even if it's not aligned with the moon now or in whatever month or whatever, sometimes it may be, sometimes it's not, but it's about honoring your own cycle perfectly. And if the master is on honoring that master is on perfectly, really, really being in this holy honor and sit with it, sit with the miraculous possibilities and the miraculous beingness of what it is. Miraculous creation that you are, and your own unique cycle is in the miraculous openness of everything that is in alignment with the cosmic force and universe and the lunar cycle. Awesome. And then you can slowly bring your consciousness back. Maybe just move your hands and feet a bit. And open your eyes. And have some grounding breath if you need. Drink some water. And slowly bring your consciousness back into your focus. So, oh, wonderful. I love that. You can do this activation with the moon energies and your own cycle syncing in with the moon any time of the month, but ideally when you are wanting. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I'm glad you received some. I love you so much. You know that. I love every one of you here. My special lunar goddesses. And if you're catching the replay anytime, you can leave your questions in the group. And yeah, you can do this anytime. You can do the activation process, but I would ideally suggest, like, if you have the first recording, I mean, which is there in the group, and you know how we start the manifestation zone with the new moon. So ideally do this around new moon, or at least the new moon week. And then, so you set the tone for the entire moon cycle yourself, right? So, and that's how you claim and reclaim the tone of the cycle. We will do the eclipse portal activations around the clearings and the eclipse heaviness next day. So same time, those of you would be joining me live, you're welcome to do so, please. And then after activation, we'll go into the PDF and talk about it, or maybe talk about the journal part, how to design your own moon journal, even if you don't have it, because you have your lunar calendar now. So what do you want to do with it? With the journal and planning. So this is a bit more going into the planning, or a bit of the aligning of the feminine and masculine sides. And you don't need, I mean, it would be amazing when I do the Vedic calendar journal, and I'm definitely going to do it, but you don't actually need it because you have the calendar yourself. So now you can place them accordingly. So wonderful. And it's even more fun because now you will know exact houses and where it influences and all of those things. So you know how to plan it. And this would be even more fun than a printed journal. I will say goodbye now. There's Donna. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Donna, for all your help. And I know you've been in a public space, but been there. Yay, my bunny. Okay. So thank you so much, and I'll see you same time tomorrow on call. Thank you, Tina. I'm so glad you made it. Hopefully you'll make it tomorrow as well. We'll do some fun activations around the eclipse portals. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I love you so much. And for everyone who's catching the replay, thank you so much. I'll post the relative stuff tonight. And then we will, you can also post your launch dates and questions and everything and around her. So I'll have several posts coming later tonight in the group. So whenever you have a chance to hop in, you can have all your questions posted in. And I'll also tune into your own lunar cycles, individual lunar cycles, and have a separate post this week on the readings around it. And that, I think, would be very, very cool. Okay, sure. Thanks, Debbie. I love your presence, and hopefully you'll be able to catch the replay soon, and you can leave all your questions. It's mainly, the activations tomorrow, and maybe we'll talk about the journal, and the lunar calendar, and then journal. We'll see. Okay, thank you so much. Much, much love. Speak to you tomorrow.